The opportunity to make a dream come true is what makes our life worth living, says the world-famous novel The Alchemist. However, this sentence could also stand for the philosophy of the author himself, Paulo Coelho. The Brazilian has held a regular place in the bestseller lists worldwide for years. We met him at the opening of an exhibition of his work at the Mercedes-Benz-Museum in Stuttgart.
My generation is the generation hippie. So the hippie generation, well, one of it was sex, drugs, rock and roll, and traveling. So by traveling, I was able to open my horizons in a way that I cannot even imagine. So I think it changed totally my life. And since then, I am a compulsive traveler. I travel and travel and travel. But from the moment that I stopped traveling, well, something may be missing. But I can say to myself, at least I know the world as a few people know.
The Brazilian has sold 100 million books worldwide. His work has been translated into 66 languages, and yet books are by no means everything for him. Paulo Coelho likes to experiment. For example, he appealed to his online community to film his book, The Witch of Portobello, at locations throughout the world. You can view the results on his website.
However, I'm totally addicted to internet. So I have a blog, I have social communities, I write every day to them. But during my exhibition here, there was a reader that I invited by internet. So I had this physical reality. Otherwise, she will never know that I'm in Stuttgart. You can act, you can interact, you can say what you think. So I think internet is the democratic media for people who really have something to say.
Since his early childhood, Paulo Coelho has had something interesting to say. Even as a child, his great dream was to one day become a writer. If you truly want something, then the entire universe will contribute to you achieving it, says one of his books. Paulo Coelho has achieved many of the things he has desired, and continues to create freedom for himself.
I love driving. If I have a chance to drive or to take an airplane, of course, we're not talking about big distances. But when I'm driving, I'm thinking. I am relaxing. I am concentrated in something that's not myself. So every time that I need some moments to think, some hours, I take a car, I hit the road, and I drive for 1-2 hours, and then I get totally empty, and then new ideas can come in.
Mobility as inspiration, something which repeatedly connects the figures in Coelho's novels and the history of the author himself. But where else does he want to go?
I'm going to answer your question by quoting the Beatles. They say, "There is long and winding road that leads me to your door, will never disappear. I have seen that road before." So the fact that the road is long and winding does not mean that leads exactly to the door that you have to cross. And of course you take risks. But living is a risk. You know what? You're going to die at the end.
Wise words, or phrased in the language of the alchemists, maktub.